Good morning, David, stroke survivor, Henderson, Nevada. I want to quickly go over some things. I haven't been doing this because I've been doing some other school thing online to try to get some funds coming in. Lack of planning, didn't realize what happened to me. But anyway, I want to go over your training and just in general everything. This is obviously mainly for seniors, obviously, or anybody dealing. I have people get a hold of me at 35 years old that can't walk from strokes. I thought I had a stroke just because I was 58. I was a working out person, but I was, again, it's hypertension. Through my 50s, I went to the doctor routinely, and my blood pressure was, I presumed it was high, but every doctor, I'm talking high from like 150 over 100, pretty much through my whole 50s. And I went to the doctor like every 6 months, 3 months, the mandatory thing. And I wasn't afraid of the doctor, So I went. And every doctor said, I said, isn't that kind of high blood pressure? They go, well, you're a workout person, you're 185 pounds, you're healthy, and it's okay. If you were, heavy, obese, didn't exercise, that'd be a different story. I'm like, oh, okay. Obviously not being in the hospital yet. And the only thing I knew about health was protein, being a bodybuilder, and carbohydrates. I didn't, like I know now, I studied micronutrients, which come from vegetables and fruit. The only thing you get out of protein foods is protein, and that's overrated because you don't need that much protein, okay? Straight up. I hear this thing about seniors about needing more protein to prevent muscle wasting. Let me tell you, that's bullshit. If you don't lift weights or do something to create resistance to your body, you lose it, especially as you're older. That's just the way it goes, Protein ain't gonna do nothing about it except, protein powder is ridiculous. It's strange. Your kidneys having so much protein dumped in it at one time. Your body's not meant for that, and you pee it all out. But anyway, high blood pressure truly is hypertension, high blood pressure, what do you want to call it, why I had my incidences. And now my blood pressure is, without medication, I've, got off the medication because I'm off blood thinners, only thing I take is a statin because in reality, I have my diet so good now. And main thing, okay, I'm in Las Vegas, so this time of year, there's a lot of heat deaths. And, people have to hydrate themselves. Hydrate themselves, yes, drink some water. But you need mineral salt in your water, okay? I take this Baja Gold. I put a half a teaspoon. It's a routine I've started and I've read about 2 years ago. But when I get up in the morning, because you don't drink water and you're dehydrated, that's why heart attacks and strokes happen and form throughout the night. And it happens between 8 and 12, like mine did. And so you must, as soon as you get up in the morning, you must hydrate yourself before coffee. This is no matter if you had a stroke or not. This is preventive. Hydrate yourself, like 12 to 16 ounces of water with a half a teaspoon of mineral salt, not the shit salt, Morton shit. That stuff is poison. And throw that shit out, okay? Get yourself some mineral salt, like Celtic, Baja Gold. Baja Gold's the best one, okay? I'm not the owner of Baja Gold, but you go on AI and study the mineral content of those salts, and you'll see that's a better salt. But either way, it's better than that crap. And you need some salt in your water to help hold the tissue hold water. Okay, another thing with me, when I had my incidents, I was on a low carbohydrate, high protein, high fat diet, okay, which dictated my body didn't hold any extra water. Okay, I eliminated carbs where I was, a stupid keto diet, okay? That sounds macho and yeah, it'll help you lose weight, but it's horrible for your general health, okay? Because you need carbohydrates carry water and help hold water in your body to keep you from getting dehydrated. You know, a lot of people, dehydration leads to immediately blood thickening and to blood pressure going up because your blood is thickening. You get dehydrated. You don't even realize it, but you have to routinely put aside water as a part of your true health program and drink it. No BS, okay? Dehydration causes a lot of health problems, okay? And put a mineral salt, not the shit salt, and not just drinking water. Specifically in the morning when you wake up before you have coffee, drink 12 ounces of water with mineral salt in it. It's a must, okay? And obviously I've been taking these some supplements. You already know I take vitamin D3, K2, okay? I take magnesium glycinate, 1 gram a day. That's 1,000 milligrams divided into 3 times a day, which has enormously helped me, enormously. I obviously take EPA, DHA. I take 4 grams of EPA, DHA, which AI says it's contact your doctor. Let me tell you something. I can't get a hold of none of my doctors. I don't know what world anybody lives in where they can pick up the phone and get a hold of their doctor. Maybe in Andy Griffin, Mayberry Town, where the doctor answers the phone. But you ain't getting a hold of nobody here in Las Vegas. I mean, they don't give a shit. You're not no more than a car at a repair shop. You know what I mean? And since they're on the phone stuff, they can't bill the insurance for that. So I got a stupid letter from United Healthcare that I've been put on a special needs program because of my stroke, and that gives me some extra benefits. And they send me, they're the ultimate pain in the ass. Listen, I don't know about you people. Getting old and dealing with this shit is a fucking annoyance. It's just annoyance being fucking old and dealing with all this shit. Everybody fucks you over when you're older. You are nothing no more to be used. That's it. Only people call me is spam calls where they sell your phone number to these people who want to replace windows. Just shit, sell you insurance, sell you whatever, grave sites. Who gives a shit? I don't care what they do to me after I'm dead. I really don't care. I mean, I don't know this fascination that people have like they're like some great God. No. When you're gone, everybody moves on. If I died right now, my kids would eat lunch and say, "Oh, Dad took care of us. See ya," and move on. I mean, but that's life. None of us are that important. It's not like crying. It's just dealing with the facts of life. When you know our more are part of the contributing, you are the anchor. And anybody out there doesn't want to believe that, you must have money. Because if you have money, people will kiss your ass. That's the bottom line. Like in any part. You have money, everybody cares. You don't, you're on your own, buddy. But just understand that. Nobody cares about you except you. Don't put it on your kids, because they don't. Life goes on. They can't be BSing around. They got their own. Life is so complicated today. I mean, my kids, they grow up in this AI and social media area where life is so complicated. But anyway, remember, dehydration will kill you. Okay, so mineral salt, water, immediately when you wake up and throughout the day. If you live in a hot climate like me, you want to put a little bit of that mineral salt in all your water. I make sure I drink 1.5 gallons of water, and I put it in containers where I can measure it, and I know that I'm drinking it. Not like a big container and pouring it in a glass when I'm thirsty. You can't do that because you'll never drink enough, okay? And obviously you need vegetables and fruit is more important in the summer. In general. You don't need to eat slab down. You don't need a feeling of something dying every time you eat. If you're like that, then you can understand how nobody cares about you. You know what I mean? Because there's some people, I look at them at the store, I can't even believe that I had a stroke. These people walk around look like the size of an SUV grabbing steaks. I don't know how people that heavy have the money to eat like that. I mean, I don't understand it. There's no fairness in this world. And that's another thing, you know, you learn that there's not fair. Shit happens to good people, and assholes get away with being assholes. But anyway, let's go over the water. Make sure you do that. And, you know, I've taken a few days off training because every 3 weeks I work out. I try to rest a week of the month just because I am old. And my fucking joints from knees and my back, you know, start things, so I back off. But it's not a big deal because I've been working out my whole life. So, you know, it's nothing. At my age, it's the positive for me is I just kind of have to do tune-up workouts more than work out. Like, you know, it's my body reacts to it. And I'm just trying to be a functional senior, okay? Not trying to, you're not going to do no building muscle. You meet people at the gym. Once you're past 35 years old, there's no building muscle. All the stupid stuff on social media about people building muscle, you ain't gonna build shit unless you're on steroids. Even then, at 35, 40, your body says no more, no matter what you do. Go ahead. But anyway, you know, be strong, and because you don't have a choice. Talk to you soon.